Hey, it's Mr. Scoppa here with an update for January 8th, 2015. It is the first update of the new year, and I'm coming to you from this lovely beach. Why? Because it's so cold outside. I figured I'd take a trip to the beach. I'm not really at the beach, but you know that. I wish I had a better green screen so I could show this off a little bit better, but it's just a little bit of fun there. I hope everybody had a great holiday break and is ready to rock and roll for 2015. A couple things, reminder for this wonderful weather that we've been having lately that has been a little on the chilly side. Please make sure that your kids are dressed appropriately for the weather. We haven't gone out for recess this week because it has been too cold for that, but when it is cold but not too cold, we do go outside. So weather appropriate jackets, hats, gloves, stuff like that is always important. But that's also important for coming to and from school, and also dressing appropriately at school. Today I've got a sweater. My room can get a little cool occasionally, and there's been some lighter variations of clothing lately that are probably not so much set for the temperature either inside or outside. So just kind of keep that in mind and go from there. In math, we just started a brand new unit. We are working on big numbers and little numbers and adding and subtracting and estimating, kind of changing things up a little bit. And so coming home, there's a couple of family letters. Those are coming home, and it says, "Dear family," and I've let the kids know that it's really important that they do share these things with you when they come home. It kind of gives you an update of what's going on and what are some of the mindsets behind the things that we're learning, and maybe some suggestions of some things to do, like when you're out grocery shopping with the estimation and things like that. It's always a good idea to just kind of try some of those different things. I'm also sending home today a problem of the week for mathematics. Stuck at home and wondering what your son or daughter should do? Well, you know what? I'm going to open up a quick tab here. Bye, beach. And here on the Pelmac website for the intermediate school, when you go to Especially for Students, which is a tab over on the left-hand side, let's see, it's right underneath, especially for parents. That's a great section for you as well. But there's a math problem of the week, and every week there's a problem in there where the kids can do it and they can turn it in. If they get it right and their paper gets picked, they get a prize, name announced. It's great stuff. Just working with math is an important thing, and trying it in different ways. It's something that may kind of push them a little bit, give them some different problem-solving strategies to work on. Reminder about math that working on those multiplication and division flashcards nightly is so important. We're at the point now where we are almost 120 days since the multiplication flashcards were first assigned, which means that if the kids were to go through and memorize every single fact, that's 144 different facts because it's up to 12 times 12. If you want, you can add in another 12 to make it 156 with up to 12 times 0. But the thing is if you think about it, there's some turnaround facts, and so even at 156, that would be 78 facts, and if they had memorized just one a day, they would have all of their facts completely memorized and ready to rock and roll. And we are doing the multiplication dojo, so they've got to keep up with that, and that's to keep their fluency going and to keep their speed increasing and ever improving for them on that. Also a suggestion, Extra Math, xtramath.org. If you don't have the instruction sheet on how to set that up for your son or daughter at home anymore, just give me a quick shout and I can get a new sheet for you with all the sign-in numbers and everything like that. It's a great way. It only takes a couple minutes. Honestly, I have my older son on it daily. It takes him about 4 or 5 minutes each day to go through and just kind of practice those math facts, and they get to race against the teacher and things like that. And it's just those little things that are going to help them be stronger students. We've been doing some testing lately. Right now we're in the middle of our Ames Web Fluency. That was the reading passages that I talked about during parent conferences. We did the STAR test, which I talked about those in some of the conferences that we kind of missed those because of a snow day, taking it back in December, so we just took it recently. And so we've got an update with reading levels on that. We just took the MAP reading test the other day, and so there'll be a sheet coming home within the next month or so with all the data numbers for your students, so you can kind of get an idea of where they are. It's not so much, oh, well, my kid has 118 and I'm not sure what the 118 is. I'll have benchmark numbers. That's the target of where we want the students to be. But really, honestly, I'm really interested in watching to make sure that there's good growth going through from the numbers from the fall to the numbers in the winter. We did not do all the tests, so I did remove one of the numbers from that sheet that will reappear in the spring, and that's the math test. I elected not to do that with the kids here in the middle of the year, but we'll do it at the end of the year, and we'll see the growth along with that. We did do some Ames Web math testing, those 2 quick 8-minute probes to kind of see where they are and go from there. Those were some of the numbers I talked about in parent conferences back in December. And that seems like so last year, so long ago. But we're going to keep going, and we're going to have a lot of things going on, and hopefully some new crazy stuff coming up soon. Waiting on a couple last pieces to fall in place before we implement some really cool things here in education that I can't wait about, or I should say I can't wait for. And it's going to be a wild and crazy ride, and with that, we'll talk to you next week.